Well, they used to farm work originally.
We're no different to everyone else. We're just normal people that have a sport.
City's Gold Millennium.
We're coming. My God.
There are terrible things that happen to them. I mean, they can break legs or have heart attacks or something. It's just that you hope it doesn't happen.
Exactly. I used to ride horses as a kid, and I thought, I want to ride a horse, but I don't want to ride around the streets. You look like a goose. So I thought, what will I do? And I thought, I'll go and play polo. Couple of solicitors.
They do get hurt. Greg's broken a leg. He's broken his collarbone. He's severed his AC joint. He's lost 2 foot of bowel. He's broken his toe. Yeah,
I'm not going to play this sport anymore. I'm
rated as probably the most dangerous game in the world, along with ice hockey. But you know, you've got an animal involved. You know, you've got a hard mallet, hard everything. Surprisingly enough, not more horses get hurt, thank God.
Real estate agents.
Mine's VJ, and my horse's name is Perfect Storm. Mine's Fenwick Green and Lady. Because the Olympics, when she fell off, when she broke her collarbone, she kept riding still. So I admire her because she keeps riding even though she had pain through her arm.
I mean, it's just by everyone.
It's a 2-round total of 99.
I'd keep going.
Ex-politicians. Foresters. Farmers.
You're calling class 14, yearling colt over 31 inches up to 33 inches.
Zimbabwean.
We want to represent our pony club.
You know, New South Wales, Victoria, through South Australia to WA if you want to. But that's a pretty big haul.
I provide the public address coverage for the various areas. At the moment they're running or about to start the cross-country.
Kenya.
I started about 6 years ago. I got into it because I've got race horses, so I bought one for a pet, and now it's an addiction.
His name's Barnon Yeoman, Yowie for short, and he's a Section C Welsh cob.
And there's time next open.
Games, jumping, dressage, cross country, show jumping.
Australia.
I'm a two-goaler and I do it full-time, and I suppose that's doing it professionally if you're doing it full-time. So I'm just at the bottom of the ranks, and you know, some people go up a goal a year. You know, it may take 6 years, it may take 10 years, but other people are gifted.
They're beginning with dressage, and they go from the dressage onto the short course on the cross-country. Once they finish that, they come straight through and do the show jumping.
We've got an 800-metre sand track at home, which is probably a metre deep in sand, and we work them behind the motorbike on a track every day, 6 days a week, and they're locked in boxes under light.
I started at Pony Club when I was 5 years old and went right through Pony Club, and then we got into driving later on.
They tell us to shut up when we're talking about horses. Yeah.
You watch them play and they're rated on their ability.
New Zealand.
I do the difficult bits, but you don't see it. The people behind the microphones are the ones you see or you hear, but I just keep it running for them, that's all.
18-10, 3 course, 57 for horse group, for a total of 78. For the 79 first round, 2 round total of 157.
They're a lot of work for how small they are.
So, and this is my mother, she grooms for me, and I do the driving.
Amanda Ross.
The ability of the person. So Ed's too, so he's...
The USA, of course.
No, I like showing. I like the ribbons and trophies.
This pony's been doing competitions for about 6 years.
She's an eventer. She did the Olympics. She did dressage at the Olympics in 2001.
That's his rating, 2 goals. And then Robbie Ballard along there, he's 3 goals, but going to 4 in the new year. So he's obviously better than Ed. My husband's now 5.
He doesn't like that. But my husband's the best.
Spain.
judge is different. I mean, he's going to be suited to a more Arabian hack type of judge, whereas your smaller type's going to be more your pony type of judge. So that's why we've got so many on our team. So we've got a variety of everything. So we've got one for every judge.
We do mainly combined driving, which is three-phase driving, along the same lines as three-day eventing, but with carriages.
And she had a bad fall.
Set of cones are set up with tennis balls on top, and you've got to negotiate them like a show jumping course, but you've got to go between the cones, and if the wheel hits the cone, the tennis ball falls off, so you get penalties.
No, well, he's not now. He was. But he's not now. He's sort of sliding down the scale, but he's 42.
France.
How much do we have between them?
Measured? Yeah, about 20 centimetres wider than your wheel width.
You just get a love for the sport, you know. Once you get a love for it, you just don't want to stop it.
Germany.
Oh, they never stop. They just go until they die.
Exactly. You've got to be a good horseman. All the top players are good horsemen. The Argentines are probably the best pilot players in the world just because they're so light and such agile on horses. They can get a lot of things out of horses that a lot of players can't get out of horses.
Canada.
Goes in the second round. The first round score of 93.
Plus they've got the hand-eye coordination because instead of dummies in a pram, they've got a little polo stick in a pram.
All through the South Americas.
I do about 15 camp drafts a year on the weekend, mostly around Gippsland area and into South Australia.
But if you want to get really competitive in four-checker polo, that's what you've just seen now, and what you're going to see next. You should have four horses, preferably. Chile.
Goes to Melbourne Centre on Friday.
Everybody, from your neighbour in your backyard to your rich people.
Brazil. Your bamboo is a traditional handle, shaft, but bamboo does bend. And as you can see, this has got a little slight bend in it.
We're all parents, unpaid labour.
My daughter's riding in the Pony Club dressage.
There's no speed involved, and I'm not a person that likes a lot of speed.
Guys at Camp Draft, they're not just farmers. There's guys here, well, one's a panel beater. There's all different walks of life that are involved with camp drafting. Same with every horse sport, I suppose.
There's a lot of wealthy people that have got miniatures because they are quite expensive.
Two balls, one that's been used for maybe 10 or 15 minutes and one that hasn't been used.
Most classes for a trial event, there's only one horse in at a time, so you don't have to worry about other horses, you know, causing havoc or anything like that. So it's really good for children to get involved in.
Okay.
A lot of fellas don't like graphite sticks because they make a funny little different noise.
I was riding myself yesterday.
A number of years ago, my younger bloke used to come with me and ride in the junior events, but I think he's past that now. He'd rather be turning around in the car, I suppose.
You pay for what you get. I mean, if you want to win, you've got to pay. That's all there is to it.
Our children are penciling for judges or running with scores back and forward forever.
Because of the arena and the service of the arena, a lot of horses have been slipping over and been in a little bit of trouble.
It's quite a commitment to be involved with horses because it's you could be up at 3 o'clock in the morning or whatever, getting horses ready, groomed, washed. And of course have to be short shows and things, they have to be clipped.
First round score of 76. Bring Campbell on the 10.
Whippiness, but a graphite has no variation.
The coats have to be shiny and glossy and lovely.
the competition since I was about 15.
No, I think I did it once. One of those riding school efforts where the horse knew where it wanted to go, straight back to the stables, and couldn't do anything to stop it.
Are extremely comfortable for the rider as they do not have a suspension fade, resulting in no bounce for the rider, unlike the trot. American saddlebreds that have the inborn ability to perform these gaits are fairly rare. The gaits can be refined through careful training. They're referred to as fine-gaited and would be the connoisseur's choice for a superb saddle horse. No matter how many hours in the saddle on such a gaited horse, the rider will never tire.